Hello YouTube, I managed to get back with you, and I found there's a few other easy ways to do it too. One of the ways you can also grab the blade, but when doing so, because you don't know if you're going to cut your hand or not, I'd recommend get yourself a dirty rag and kind of wrap it around right here so you don't cut yourself, and loosen the bolt if it's loosened. Start turning. And there you go. Now, as you can see, we want to inspect the blade along the ridging. Get this up a little bit higher. Right here you can see there's some nicks. These are usually signs of wear and tear. Besides rust and rain and snow been sitting out right up in here in this ridging. I can't get it up on the camera very well. Oh well. And those nicks and ridges are from rocks and just typically as it runs across, we'll just hit by accident. And usually you want to make certain when you're pushing your lawnmower across the grass that you get rid of those rocks and nasty things that are underneath from gophers and stuff that they tend to, dig underneath the ground and heave up on the upside, because if you're not paying attention, that can lead to some disasters across your lawnmower. So let's get our way of showing you how to sharpen your blade the best I can from my knowledge. The camera's going to be a little bit wobbly, so let's get going. I'm going to use this as a pointer for a second, but it's not very sharp because of it being dull and rusted. Right here I have my grinder, and being old and worn out, the button switch for the safety push-off is not working right now, but being an old equipment thing, as I said, eye protection is most important right now. What we'll need is a balancer. The shed that I have is not very accurate for balancing, but what you want to do is go to like a small engine store or someplace that has kind of something that looks like this. It's best to get. And I don't know if Harbor Freight carries anything like this, but I had gotten mine at it's been so long I really don't remember where I got mine from. But what you'll want to do is get your balancer, stick it on there just like so. And if it tilts too much one way or the other way, then you want to take your grinder and run it across, following the curvature of the blade, just like so. You want to make certain that you follow the curvature of the blade because if you don't, it makes it worse. You don't want to do it on the upside. You want to do it the downside. And you just want to do it glidingly, ever so slightly. Just a little bit, turn around, repeat, every little bit, and follow the bend of the blade. Take your balancer, stick it on there, watch how it tilts. It's best recommended to make certain that your tilter, of course, isn't messed up. You also want to make certain that you're on level ground while doing this. The best recommendation possible as you put this on the tilter, not going too much one way or the other. Since this tilter is kind of also, as you can kind of see, just a little bit off besides the tilt of the shed. The tilt of the shed was put on something that was, best of my knowledge, trying to, long story behind it, I don't want to get into right now. But here we go, and I'll do the best I can to show how to accurately sharpen the blade. Get our safety glasses, put them on, get our plug. Now this is going to be kind of slightly noisy for a second or two, but I'll show the best I can for underneath the noise. Like I said, following the length of the blade the best you can, very gently, very carefully a few times. Grab our balancer. Not tilting too much one way or the other. Okay, now for example, I took too much off, and now it's leaning the opposite direction. Now we want to go other direction now. So we'll follow the curvature of the blade. Curvature of the blade. Kind of let the noise settle down just for a second or two. But as we can see, try to turn this a little bit. I'm on purposely having it the other. I was purposely having it that way, away from the camera, because the shed kind of tilted that way funny. To show you. As you can see, it's starting to balance just about almost evenly if you don't touch it. I'll try and bring the camera in a little bit closer for you. How that, best I can, my ability of the camera, the blade is practically almost balanced now. Those nicks, unfortunately, if you run across them like this little one right here I'm trying to point with my thumb, there's nothing much you can really do about those types of gouges, and all you can do is just pretty much re-clean up, resharpen the blade. It's just pretty much, remember, follow the curvature of the blade, take off just a little bit at a time, do your best, and if you don't feel comfortable doing it, then get a professional, have them do it. Other than that, get yourself a balancer, put it on something like this, if you can find it. Let's see, what is this one called? This one's called an Arnold SBB03. I think I got this one from Amazon, but it's been so long ago. I think I got it back in like 2005 or something. I don't even know if they even make them anymore, if they're still around, or anything like that. If they're still around or what. As far as these type of balancers go, I'm sorry if I keep slouching on the camera. But as far as the balancers go, I highly recommend it. Very useful, very handy, and it's not to mention it saves you a lot of money as far as if you feel comfortable in getting yourself a way to doing your own maintenance on a lawnmower.